Hello and welcome to the Slingshot Channel. Actually, this is the first video from the new workshop. It's a huge place that I rented and just moved in, and not all of my tools are here already. There's a PDF file with lots more photos. You find the link in the text description to this video. Anyway, today we want to look at rubber band guns. So I ordered this one, it's a commercial product. It's actually a nifty little pistol with a semi-automatic function. Let me show you how it works. It has this wheel, and every time you pull the trigger, it turns half a notch, and when you release it, it turns the other half. And therefore, you can simply click through the entire wheel. It shoots rubber bands. So what you do is you connect the rubber bands to the barrel, to the muzzle side, and then you put the rubber bands on the wheel, like this, and you keep on loading it up. It's fun, but I still prefer my own little pistols, like this one that shoots nails from a magazine of 5 pieces, and it's a pump action repeater. I think it's great fun because you simply load it like this and then you shoot it like that. I also like my James Bond spy pistol. It's bullpup and it shoots these mean arrows. And of course my Stink Master 2000 that is originally chambered for stink bombs, but since I doubled up the rubber, I can now also shoot really mean balls like this one. Back to rubber guns. Of course, I wanted to make it some more badass. This is just a small toy, so I thought if it works in small scale, maybe it also works in a huge scale. So I present this to you. It is actually the very same concept. It has the same wheel and it has the same action. The only difference is that because it will hold much more force, I decided to make a lever action trigger. So every time you pull the trigger, you put the trigger out and back again, it will go forward one position. It requires some bigger rubber bands, of course. So I made these from Thera Tube Yellow. It works, but it has issues. Biggest issue is that at one small position of the whole action, the wheel turns freely before it's caught by the sear. And if you have too much force, that tiny little position that only is there for a fraction of a second will be enough to release all shots. So you go full auto basically, like this. That's not semi-auto anymore. So I made a new model. It also has some kind of a lever action, but this uses a different technology, and that method is called the stair-up method. Let me show you how it works. There's room for 4 bands, and every time you perform the action, you see that the bands slide up one position, and in the highest position, it fires. Shots. These are heavy rubber bands, and I think if you hit someone with it, it would really hurt. But of course, this is the Slingshot Channel, so we must find a way to make this deadly. And the answer to that challenge is payload. The idea is to just add some heavy objects to the end of the rubber bands and have them travel together with the rubber bands towards the target. Like this. Ouch. This is my new outside shooting range. Lots of space. There's the river, and there is like a flood valley that no one ever enters, so I have other opportunities. Let's shoot a few rubber bands and see how they fly. About 8 steps. Now the large model. Much more far. 19 steps. Let's see how the payload equipped ones perform. The lighter with the nail first, and then the heavier with the hex nut. All right. Wow. 27 steps. Now the hex nut. 40 steps. This is all the same rubber. So why does the heaviest one fly so far and the lightest one fly so short? I think that has to do with the inertia, the momentum, and also the air resistance. This is just so much more sensitive against air resistance that it's just stopped in flight simply by the resistance of the air. Now we're shooting the different bands against the wooden wall there and see how the impact is. First the rubber band only. Ouch. Now the nail. And the hex nut. Toc toc. In comparison, by the way, I visited the EVA show that is once a year in Nuremberg yesterday, and also I met Lynn Thompson and his team, and they gave me this wonderful Talvar knife with the G10 handles. I really love it because it is so sharp, since the cross section of the blade means that it starts to slim down here. And it's a razor sharp knife, and it has the great triad lock. Also, I found some very interesting new objects that I'm planning to shoot at the booth. Here's some original footage. Alright, I'm here at the EVA Cold Steel booth, looking at the cool stuff they brought. And this is one that I've decided to use in one of my videos. It's the torpedo. And what I like about it is how heavy it is. It's really heavy. And I plan to build a launcher that, since it's spinning, I don't want to shoot it straight, but I want to have it tumbling over to get to its full deadliness. It's going to be awesome. So we have the new Bowie knife that they make. And what I love about this is that they blackened the blade. Everything looks more mean if it's black. It's very sharp, and I love the balance. It is heavy, but not front. So I think the dexterity is just amazing. Beautiful Bowie. The most amazing piece I found today is this prototype of the new lance. And see, it has this triangular, very sharp tip. I think it's going to be just ideal to be shot out of my Dragon Slayer. Probably with a different shaft, but that has the penetration and the sharpness that I want. I'm looking very much forward to receiving it. So that's it for today. I hope you liked it. Thanks and bye-bye.